we'll move on because I know from what Tommy said in the car, he has watched all of Alien Earth.
I have,
You
yes.
I have.
You watched all of it?
I have.
Hey, let's go. Proper rinsed it then.
Yeah, well, sat and watched. I watched first 3 or 4 episodes for a week, and then I sat and watched the last 4 all at once.
So before we go any further, you remember the rant I had?
I remember the rant you had, and I remember the
guessing.
guesses we took, and you said one of them was relatively close. I forgot who said it, but it was something like weaponizing them or something on the line.
I was saying communicating with.
Weaponizing them. Kieran nailed pretty much 2 of them.
Yeah.
He said weaponize. I don't think it was Kieran who said weaponize them. Kieran said communicating with them and making them relatable or friendlier to people.
Yeah.
He said one of them 2 things.
Yeah, I said.
And every time he said something, I was like, fuck, bro.
You were like, oh, what what could ruin it? Yeah, he's like, oh, what could ruin it? I went, well, being able to communicate with him, because I've never been able to communicate with him, and I don't think there's any need for us to communicate.
No.
And then having one that's friendly, that's helping the humans is what I said. One that goes against its own kind or something along those lines that's helping them. Not quite right in that regard just yet,
same lines,
but it's helping them. And I know they're not humans.
And then at the end,
but still,
and the end of the fucking last episode, because I was like, right,
yeah, end.
Yeah, the end of the last episode, I was like, right, she's got control of one, that's bad enough, and then you see the small baby one that's partnered up with the big one. I'm like, what's going on? At that point, I was already fucking done with it. But I was like, right, if you just make it this one, that's not as bad. But then they gave the baby one, I was like, oh, she's fucking controlling all of them. It's just
She's like the mother alien. This all takes place before the first Alien as well.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's 20 years before.
Yeah, so much shit's kicking off.
Yeah, but sort of like Chris said last week, there's so much stuff right now that they're doing that's not been done in any of the other movies, and it's kind of like either the entire island needs to be destroyed and all evidence of what's happened gets destroyed alongside it, or you've opened a can of worms that doesn't fit in the timeline.
Yeah.
Well, like I said to Tommy, by end of Alien, which one is it where she goes back to Earth? Resurrections?
Yes, I think all takes place in space until then.
Yeah, Alien Resurrection, she comes back to Earth and Earth is just destroyed.
Yeah.
So that's probably, like I said to Tommy, when I started watching Alien Earth, I was like, this is just going to lead up to Earth being wiped out.
I think Resurrection's the last one to take place in the timeline. I think everything that came after that was basically a prequel. Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus.
But you understand what I had.
What?
How bad it is.
Oh, yeah.
They fucked everything up.
Shit, mate. But
fucked everything up.
I didn't really enjoy it the whole way through. But then I was like, now what?
What moment? Because like I said, there's a moment where I sat up and I was like, whoa, what the fuck is going on?
I thought it started getting really stupid without overtly smart. So you see, there's 2 different perspectives here. But when the eyeball distracts, when she's fucking stupid, her with water and the fucking tadpoles get in, and then the wormy thing goes in her sandwich. She notices that and takes that out, but she's not wearing gloves or anything like that. She's supposed to be this sort of quarantine surgical
everything
thing she's
in
doing.
here should be rechecked.
Yeah. She puts the tube away and don't lock it, forgets to do that, and then it knows to smash glass to get out, but then it distracts her when she's doing something, so she looks. Or is it distracting, or is it? I
think it will warn her.
No.
Yeah, see, these are the 2 perspectives.
It's not. So if you watch, it's not trying to warn her because. So I saw loads of people say, "Oh, it's not on either side. It's trying to warn her." If you actually watch how it moves, it's distracting her because it knows that if she gets dealt with, it has more of a chance of getting out.
Yeah, I got the perspective of it purposely trying to distract her, so it was more likely to happen. But it just seems so weird. This eyeball with tentacles got this sort of conscious kind of
hyper intelligence.
Yeah, it's really strange.
I like that though.
Yeah, I quite like it, and I'm quite looking forward to next season because of it.
That's the one part of the show where I was like, right, I'm interested in this bit,
and I think it's so weirdly strong. Managing to get onto people and they're struggling. Couldn't you squash the fucking thing?
It's like the tentacles are kind of just strong.
I just find it weird with its
I get
integrity and how strong it is. Like, if it were going to land in like a giant's hands, would it be as strong or something like that? Like a big animal.
She's a machine when she's trying to stop it going on to her. She could easily just.
Yeah,
you see how strong.
That's the one thing.
Yeah, you see how strong he is when he goes to open feeding container and pulls the door off.
I do get that. When she was like firing off, thinking back, I did think to myself, why did she not just close a palm?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I could maybe understand it with standing human strength.
It's the whole like child's
synthetic
play
strength.
thing. Like, why don't you kick the fucking doll? You know what I mean? But kind of defeats the story.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's probably, I agree with you. It's one of the things that I'm looking forward to, especially ending with him on beach. It goes into him on beach.
Yeah, it's obviously going for Boy Genius, that eyeball, isn't it? Because he just wants to take over the smartest person and get access to that brain. But I was just like, everything that whole thing fucking series did, I was just like, really? Like, every turn I was like, really, for fuck's sake, come on. I had so much faith in it.
That aggravated me when he's feeding them all and he keeps his foot there and then the goat bangs the glass and then he moves his foot away in fright and then he locks himself in.
That's the eyeball again, isn't it? Banging its head.
Yeah, and that's where my perception changed from trying to help him, trying to help her on the spaceship,
to being devious.
It would be more cunning, because when it does that, there's only one thing it was hoping for at that moment in time, which was door closed, you're dead.
Yeah.
There's still, I mean, there were aspects of it that I enjoyed. Like I said, there's some good characters in it, but just overall, the story, I was just like, you fucking idiot. Killed him, ruining it.
Yeah. I didn't.
The bit where she first started communicating, though, is that where you were like,
yeah, and she sounds like a predator.
It's ending number 4, isn't it? Excuse me, it's ending number 4, and then it goes straight into the spaceship episode.
I thought episode.
A spaceship episode is not too bad, where it explains
I feel like
what's happened.
Yeah, I feel like it were something they placed there to try and keep some sort of momentum going with season, because they put it slap bang in the middle, didn't they? I did of all of them. I did enjoy that one the most, but
did you not find
it was so separated from the rest? I think. Did
you not find the way the alien moved really fucking weird? It was like doing all this.
The xenomorph.
Yeah.
I felt this is the first time I've watched it where I'm like, that's definitely a guy in a fucking costume.
Exactly.
Like, and it's so brightly lit, and the cinematography and the shots spent on it.
Yep.
Oh man, you can just tell it's a guy in a morph suit, and it looks very dry. This one.
This is why I said to you when I was like, I enjoyed that episode, but there's something about the alien in that episode that I didn't like, and it was that the way it was moving. It was like it was a fucking guy in a club on ecstasy. The way it was moving, it was just like
yeah.
And then the fucking the eyeball tried to fight it.
Oh
and
yeah,
it comes like
when it
fucking parkour of a thingy. Yeah, that's strange as fuck, man.
Controls engineer and just jumps at him.
Yeah, very strange.
I mean, that makes me think that because the predator runs away from it as well. Like it takes the fight, it stabs him a few times, but then it sprints off rather than finishing the kill, slashing him in half and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like, are they like scared of the eyeball as well? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because it's like they're intelligent creatures as well. You'd think that they'd know to kill the eyeball.
They can, from a guy talking about on TikTok while I watched, they can get into the alien if they try. So
yeah, that's weird. That's the whole point of the attack when he's controlling finger was to try and upgrade his body.
There's no socket. Where is it?
Because its eyes are behind like a lens thing.
Right.
Apparently, from this guy that I saw.
Oh, right.
But to be fair, I think
it'd have been nice to see it
when you actually see an alien skull with like the long thing. You actually do see eye sockets on the skull.
All right,
but I think it's like behind.
That'd have been nice, like insider kind of knowledge to see like this sort of skull breakaway and this eye there. That'd look cool. Sort of like the Darth Vader.
You might get that in season 2.
You know, the half a thing.
You still might get that.
Maybe.
In season 2.
Yeah, that would be a little cool thing, I suppose.
It'd have been all right if they showed it in this fucking season, though. That's what I want about, though. The end of the season, it's just like there's no. It's like they're still in the middle of something.
Yeah. The brother as well. His character's crap.
But the whole escaping stuff. The brother.
Yeah.
He's just a meh, you know.
He's trying to be like.
It's just
the most human and level-headed out. It's supposed to be our perspective, isn't it? Really. Yeah,
They couldn't relate to him at all.
I like Morrow.
I do. But I know his purpose was to try and get this alien for the company and stuff. But there's a bit in the 5th episode where he's dragging someone off who gets shot twice already. But he's still trying to save them. Like, he's so adamant on, like, the staff's life doesn't matter as much as the mission. And then he is trying to help the odd person.
And then he wouldn't let her into the room.
Yeah, and then I make your mind up on what needs doing. Like, he's slowing you down, this guy who was already injured. But then he gets shot twice, this guy, and he's dragging him off, and he drags him round a corner. And then, yeah, he gets shot in head, but this person's shooting. Wouldn't he be better off shooting the healthy guy who's dragging him off instead of going, both right, I finished the guy who was off who was getting dragged.
The guy was already dying. Bang.
Yeah, the guy was already dragged. Yeah, finally fucking got one. Just a tag floating.
I mean, the only thing I could say is that, like, he don't let her into the room, but when he walks into that room originally, the engineer's already been taken over and she's passed out on the floor. He don't know if she's been compromised.
Yeah.
So I suppose...
But also, like Toby said...
He's not letting her back into the room because of that.
He's kind of programmed to prioritise the alien, and he knows if he dies as well as everyone else...
Yeah, the mission's gone.
It's done. So.
It was just that little thing, like, oh, you I don't know what you...
And looked like they were only in one panic room as well.
Yeah. And then they really tried to...
One little panic room, babe.
They tried to humanise him a lot in one episode, didn't they, with his daughter?
Yeah.
But then I kept going back and forth, like, he does seem so...
But he is human as well, though.
I think he's human first.
Yeah, no, he's human, but then
a lot of his parts have been taken.
Yeah, but then...
Utana.
But then some of his actions and his thoughts seem so robotic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he says that. He says, like you don't know what it feels like to have it in your brain, sort of thing. He said it in one of the first episodes.
All right.
And then, like, when he plugs himself into the ship and then, like, unplugs it, he says that to the, like, hybrids. But I like Morrow. I think you said you didn't like him, but I like Kirsch, Timothy Olyphant. I think his character was quite cool.
Yeah.
Cold. Even though, like, he got fucking murked by Morrow.
Yeah, he did.
He was just, like, upside down.
Was that supposed to be, like, a shock reveal, him being a... All right.
I think he plays it quite well, to be fair.
The shock reveal was the old guy being an android. Do you know what I'm on about?
The parkour guy?
No, the old guy in the suit who works in the compound.
Oh, him.
Like his right-hand man, which is probably going to be the synth created to kill his dad.
Yeah, that is who it is.
Yeah.
That's what it implies it is, yeah. That was like the big reveal. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Yeah, we've met like 80 androids so far. You're just another one.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah, whoa.
I really didn't like, not the old guy, I just forgot his name. He just said Timothy. Him letting them go and like watching it all happen, and then obviously recapturing the half synth from other nation. It's just like, it was kind of unnecessary in my opinion, all of it.
There's a theory that he is part. This is all like weird. This is why I kind of got hyped up about this series, because a lot of people who know a lot about Alien were coming on my TikTok and having theories, and I'm like, if that's true, that's cool.
Yeah.
And one of them was Timothy Olyphant's character, Kirsch, has part of David from Prometheus and Covenant consciousness in him.
Right.
And that's why he acts like he does. And he's so intrigued by the aliens to the point where he will sacrifice the hybrids and the humans.
Yeah.
And that's why he is like he is. And I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Because I liked that character, David. But then he just goes nowhere. So it's
yeah.
like, oh, right.
It's just other people trying to make the show better just by saying words, then, isn't it? It's no execution. It's all just it's all just on paper. I really liked but they don't really touch on it, the conscious side of it, especially the kids who are dying that get passed over to these other bodies. Like, are the consciousness digitized because they can be manipulated, can't they?
Yeah, they've deleted their memories.
Yeah, then surely they've got copies.
Yeah, so
if one of them was going to die, wouldn't it be able to upload to another?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When Isaac died, because he asks, doesn't he, why are we on reboot? Well, restart and reboot, whatever. And he goes, theoretically it's possible, but we're not there yet. And it's like you've just said, surely it's just been digitalized.
I think it means his model, though. His model was.
But then they were about 3 weeks from going on the shelves, which was like a weird thing to say because it still seems like it's in early stages, especially with children's minds. It would have been something you could buy.
Mm.
Yeah, they were selling it as.
But ain't that a weird thing to buy
Immortality,
a
weren't
children's mind in a...
No,
It's-
I think
it's also
it was
because-
the model.
It's
So-
also because he was obsessed with Peter Pan, so he wanted like kids like
to stay forever young, yeah.
like Peter
Yeah.
Pan.
I think he was selling the model, not the consciousness within the model.
Right.
So you could upload your mind into it.
Oh yeah,
But that's what he said. Because, you know, in the spaceship episode where he's like speaking to the saboteur and is there like, oh, I want one of those synthetic bodies. You can do that now, can't you? And he's like, almost, but you'll be at top of the list when we're doing it. I think that's what that is. They're
Right.
doing it with the kids.
Yeah.
And then hopefully can move across her. And I
Yeah.
don't mind.
What makes me laugh is like the ginger one. I forgot her name in it. Where she just fucks everyone up at the end of one episode. She's like punching through people and ripping people's jaws off.
And episode
And then
7, that.
yeah, and then they're in the cell, and the boy genius walks in, and I think Wendy says something like, "We're not your product" or something. And he's like, "No, that's exactly what you are. You're floor models." And then he goes, "And you're fucking it up." Right like that. It's like, do you not just see what she did to all them guys, and you're getting cocky
Yeah.
to these, and you
Yeah.
know they could just end you like.
Yeah, and there's like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
I actually quite liked that. Obviously, when they're at boat scene, and she just walks up to him, grabs his jaw, takes it, just sort of like stop talking or something
But then-
stupid like she says, and just crushes
But
his
then
jaw.
that's another thing I didn't like. I don't like, because I find it quite jarring, where a character can go from one emotional standpoint and switch so quick, as to where Wendy was so obsessed about finding a brother and wanting a brother, and like that was the most important thing in the world. And then all of a sudden in that
She's like,
episode,
what if I want to stay?
yeah, she's like, "What have you done?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, she's saying that at the end.
That's
Then Queens of Stone
Yeah.
Age comes on.
like, what do you mean? Like, she's
Yeah.
killing people.
Yeah, she
Like,
just ripped his
you-
jaw off, and I've just used electricity to just disable her for
Yeah.
a minute,
Yeah, but
just put her on floor.
I don't think she's too fussed about her killing people there. At that point, she's already sent in Fingy out to go
Yeah,
kill
but I'm on about like,
loads of them.
no, I know she's not bothered about the people dying, but what I'm saying is like her brother was the be all and end all for her.
Yeah.
So she should surely understand why her brother's a medic.
Yeah,
He's dedicated to saving people.
Yeah.
He says that so many times throughout the series, but yet she can't understand why he did what he did. But yet her brother is the most important person
Yeah,
to her in the world. It makes no sense.
and there's
to me.
still
I disagree with that. I don't mind that.
there's still copies of human minds as well, so it's not like she doesn't understand why he's done that when she's asking what have you done, because at the other time there's Smee, isn't there?
Yeah.
Smee and Curly, the two guys that are going to get the body to him. They literally still act like kids, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, I think Smee does a good job as well, still being adolescent and stuff. It really reminds you that they are just kids, these bodies.
That's
and
a
stuff.
black
Yeah.
Indian guy.
The black guy, the
Black
Indian
guy.
guy's Curly, I think. Even Curly himself, when he doesn't want to do half of the stuff that Morrow's telling him to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
they-
no, he did that well. He
yeah,
played
they've
that
still
well.
got
I
that
think they
adolescent
play
mind.
being kids really well.
Yeah, they did it really well. And they remind the audience, like, yeah, it's just kids inside these adult bodies and stuff. But it is just reminding you that it's just a transition. It's still human, isn't it? And I know, like, Wendy's been a synth for longer than all these have, and she's so trained up to be used to her body. But she's not trained out of this consciousness that she's
Still good.
just died with near enough.
Mm.
Surely she
I mean,
understands the
she-
humanitarian side of it
She
all.
gets it drilled into her that she's special and she's got these abilities and stuff. So I think she feels above the others. But
Yeah.
the
No one
reason
else
I
can
had
control computers either and stuff.
the reason I had my hopes up about it was how I saw it going was from the first few episodes, you see him laying groundwork for that. These are kids, these are kids, these are kids. And I thought, oh, they're probably just going to build it up so that the kids, and then come end of season, it's just going to be like a proper alien thing where it's like supposed to be scary. There's an alien on the loose, and it's about how these kids are terrified and trying to stay alive
That'd be
in
good.
these bodies.
It'd be like a survival horror then.
Yeah, and I thought that's where it was going to go. And then it would also be like Wendy trying to protect her brother.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I wouldn't mind
in my
that at all.
head, I thought that's where it was going to go. So I was like invested. And then the second she started communicating with it, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
I
whoa,
don't-
whoa, whoa.
I swear they've only written for this series or this season. Obviously, they'll make another one.
Where it's ended, they've got to.
But I don't know how they can ride this wave now with just having this weapon. The thing's called, obviously the Xenomorph's not called an alien, but that's like the main character.
If I had to swing a guess, it'll be like Yutani come into the place where they are. It'll be like all out
Well, and just
war.
militarize.
It'll just be like all out war, and she's probably using alien as a weapon to fucking, and that's just
defend
Yeah.
the base. Yeah. Because obviously,
So,
at the end of that
yeah.
episode, all helicopters are coming in.
Yeah.
Cut communication to Ireland. Like you say, it's literally just going to be that Zatanni trying to get control of the island, which, let's be honest, because it's a prequel, we know that she's going to fail in that. Or she might succeed, but they have to explain how the aliens get out again, because...
How poorly were the kids buried? That little graveyard.
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking mounds of dirt. And why have they... I mean, I know it's to commemorate him, but surely they just wouldn't have that there. They don't want
Especially
anyone
because
knowing.
kids are allowed
they're-
to freely walk about, so surely...
I think it's to try and show that the woman wasn't as cold as she was implied to be.
Oh,
Not
I
the
can't
woman who
stand
cares. The woman who cares for him, she's not as cold as like
Oh.
you might think, because she takes flowers.
She wanted fame above everything else there. That's all she cared about. She threw her husband under the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, him who
But
ends up getting
you could
alien
argue,
inside.
but you could argue she stayed because she just wanted to make sure the kids weren't being exploited.
I think the way that she was treating them like they were her kids, that's the way she was treating them. So maybe them two couldn't have kids together, and that was like their surrogate. But I just can't stand the way that she throws her husband under the bus like that, because they're like, oh no, we're not going to do it. And then they're like, right, and man's kind of like, oh, what do you mean no? You are going to do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we're not. And she's like, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And
can
then
you do it without him? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, and then he's just getting
Sorry,
silent.
you're
Cold
fired.
as fuck, though.
For me, now they've gone down this route, there's only one way they can save it. And it's like
Bring a predator.
Yeah, I was going to say bring a predator. It's the most over-the-top thing in the world, but for me, the only way they're going to do it, and there's a slim to slim chance.
She
because
could already have a
in-
predator.
In the Predator film that's coming out, Wayland is in the background, which is part of the Alien universe. It's like the main company in Alien.
Well,
If they bring fucking Predator in, and it's like the hybrids, her aliens against a fucking fleet of predators,
yeah.
give me that.
Doesn't Alien vs Predator predate?
Alien vs Predator is retconned. So apparently,
All right, because it'd be very good for the second season, and they were like, "Oh my god, she's using this thing as a weapon. Oh, what could we do?" And he goes, "I know what we could do."
Drop off a couple of predators.
and then he just comes out of invisibility.
yeah.
Mate, that fucking
Yeah.
Mate, it's so cool. I watched that film not too long ago.
I'm sorry that.
Yeah, I would. I'd get bricked up. Like, I would just hear it back. I'm like,
Yeah.
the
That's the way an episode ends.
and that's the way the Earth's destroyed. Just a full-out war between her aliens and predators.
Yeah. I do, in the show, I do like the going to the consciousness thing again. I do like the horror aspect of, they're like, oh, there's something's corrupt with this certain person. And they're like, oh, I know, we'll fill with it and we'll delete like trauma and stuff like that. I like that kind of thing where it's like, well, you're deleting this person the more you go.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just make some sort of artificial intelligence and put them in instead if you're manipulating this person's conscious and molding it into what you want?
That's what I loved about his character, is he wasn't willing to cross that line because you are now messing with someone's consciousness.
Dehumanized, yeah. But then they do it anyway, and then in nearly the next scene, Wendy's reminding her of everything that's just happened, and she's like, I don't remember that. She's like, you were there, this happened. Then she goes absolutely apeshit, doesn't she? It's like there's no like damage control or anything. It's like, all right, now quarantine her. Get away from them who've had the same experience as them, or at least warn them or manipulate their conscious to not tell them or something. I don't know.
The thing that made me laugh is like all that shit's going off and Kirsch is just having a cool time with the fucking aliens in his lab. All that shit's going off and he's just...
I quite liked the scene between two robots where he's just sat there pretending that he's, well, not pretending, but just working away, and then just turns around and shoots him instantly. So quick and calculated.
I don't think I've ever seen Timothy Olyphant play a character that I didn't like. He was in Mandalorian. He played a cool character. He was in this.
That's Santa Clara or whatever.
Santa Clarita Diet.
I've never watched that.
Yeah, it's a terrible series. Full stop in my opinion.
I enjoyed it when I watched it. It's not good.
It's
but
not.
I enjoyed it. It was nice just to see Drew Barrymore and Timmy Olyphant act together.
Yeah,
it was a nice chemistry.
There's the two good actors in it, but the storyline and
it's strange.
the storyline just really lets it down.
That's another thing where they were writing it as it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the season, everyone was like, "Oh fucking hell, this got watched.
Yeah.
We need to make more.
Why did this get picked up?
Yeah, what do we do now? Yeah,
Well, you got
Bring
two
Predator
good
in.
names in there. Sing, sing. Yeah, I'd probably said that. But like you said, that Drew Barrymore and him, they act really well. It's just a terrible
Yeah,
story.
and it got cancelled. Like the story just went bot, and then it doesn't exist now.